Stop trying to gas yourself up.
But do we need the nuke is the question.
I'm
Sometimes
guessing
we
us
do,
all.
sometimes we
actually.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a nuke.
Well,
Become the nuke.
No.
hey, funny story.
Yeah.
You're playing D&D. You don't have to be. What? No way.
Well.
You be whatever you want to be, Virtue.
Yay.
Well,
Just a conventional explosive.
yes. Just a grenade instead of a nuke. How about that? But
Okay, I can accept this.
because it's been
Napalm.
5 weeks, I will give you a little bit of a recap for what happened. Last session was very swift for my sake, for my voice's sake. You all made your way to the tower with the help of Quinn. You found the box, the final step to understanding what your next goal should be, and you got the fuck out of there. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Not before Rock Crusher takes a book that is the property of this place called Erebus, and the party kills a mimic from that same place.
Yeah.
And after hiding out in Otto's room, you all open the box, and it has a shitload of valuable information, which you all should have at this point, including Diamond's motivation to kill Virtue, and their next known location, as well as their name, and something very valuable, a single antidote syringe. So, what would you all like to do?
I don't know.
We're still in that tower, aren't we?
You're
We're
in,
in like the room.
you're in
but in the tower.
Otto's room.
No, we escaped. We're in an alley, and then we went to
Oh,
Otto.
that's right. Yeah, I kicked a desk out a window. Or I wanted to kick a desk out a window.
Good job.
Yes,
Good job.
You're being silenced.
I gotta say my piece. Speak my truth.
I'm just rereading all this stuff because I have everything basically I've copy and pasted down. I don't know who Dr. Magnala is.
Sounds
Totally.
important.
Yeah, it totally won't be important.
No, I can't think of.
Yeah,
can't
you
think
know.
of a reason.
Enough to prick 4,000 more, yay! Because you're just controlling a plague. Let's go.
We love it. Oh my god.
So in the box we had all.
I love
the
how
information,
because she's
and
6 years old, she doesn't meet the qualifications to be returned. Like, yeah, you're adopting this child, no returns. It's so funny.
Do we have any known friends or companions which are maybe dying of liquid pox-esque disease?
Well,
Yet?
we should probably try and replicate it.
Yeah, but that might mean we lose it.
And also,
You know what? You know what? There is a person that obviously made this that we could definitely talk to. Let's go to the church.
yeah, you also have to test that theory out, Victoria.
What theory again? What are we talking about?
The last gift.
Oh my god!
That gift.
Oh, my theory. Oh,
The last
okay.
gift.
Okay, sure,
My
yeah,
exact
right.
words were literally your theory.
Yeah, no.
What gift was this?
I'm just getting into Virtue's voice. Hold on.
Just off the old voice.
Seeing this came from Creed, I think we should go to him about our next moves when it comes to this. I know my newly acquainted friend in the Ace of Hearts was also interested, but this seems like a matter beyond. What I want him to know at this moment, so I think we should go over to the church and to Creed to speak with him. All in favor?
Yeah. We should probably still try and be sneaky about it, but I think we might still be wanted.
Well,
I'm
I think that's a given.
yes, and especially since this is a Marcinge here.
Oh, that's you.
Yes, it is.
I'm getting better with the names.
Yep, that is the fake name I've been giving myself. But so let's just try to quietly make our way over there without being seen by any forms of authority. And yeah.
Maybe we should keep the antidote thing a bit close to our chest instead of just letting everyone know we have one. Might sort of paint a target on us. Maybe we tell
We already have a target on us.
it might
Yes, I'm not
paint
saying we
more
should go around
targets.
telling people, but Creed is the one who made this antidote, therefore already knows it's in existence.
Yeah.
The question is, why would he give it to these people?
Maybe we do like a double blind sort of thing, like oh, if only there was someone who could make an antidote, and if he plays along, it's like, oh, I've no idea, there's no way to make an antidote. We know he's a lying piece of shit.
I believe. Wait, hold on. Let me reread this real quick. Hold on. Pause. Pause.
Pausing.
I feel like I should be going back. I don't even remember what I wrote.
So in the you see Virtue like pull it open the letter and like putting their face in it, staring at it like they can't read. They're staring and they're like, obviously because that's what I was doing to my computer. I was like leaning in really close so I would actually stay on the fucking line. I believe this is less of a wanting there to be a cure, but more of their wanting to be a balance, since the note says that there must be a balance into every poison. There needs to be an antidote, and to not destroy it, because destroying it would lead to be that there would be no balance. And then I'm presuming havoc, and now we have it. So let's make sure we keep this very safe.
Plan on. Maybe you want to put it in the bag of holding. Keep it in a sort of little like dimensional pocket, where if you like fall over, you're not going to smash it.
I believe that is a good idea.
I shall hold the bag open.
It's very gently, like, place the box. I'll keep the note with me to kind of give that to Creed, to be like, oh look. But then I'm gonna close the rest of it very, gently put it back in there.
It just tumbles into the void.
No. I drop it very softly into the void.
It's like a bottomless pit.
Well, I see it more as it floats around in there, not that it just like.
I also hope that is the case.
Yeah, let's not give Claire ideas, okay?
It's not gonna get shaken up.
What?
Get a bit of rope and lower it into the bag.
You actually have to physically jump into it like you're diving into a pool in order to retrieve any item, actually. Ooh.
So cool.
Wow. Alright,
Let's
yes. I
fill
very
the rest of it with
gently
water.
place it into the very fluffy void, okay?
Nice. Yeah, we got the padded model.
Yes.
One's cushioned.
Alright, well, I think then we can go on our way to the church, again trying to be as discreet as possible.
True. But yeah, what do we stand on? Maybe trying to figure out if Creed is maybe not entirely on our side.
I don't believe he's not on our side. It's more I'm looking for an explanation as to what is going on, seeing that we now know more.
Yeah, and we just pretend, there's no antidote, we didn't find an antidote. And if he doesn't immediately tell us, oh, I can make an antidote, if I have the right stuff, then maybe he's not entirely truthful. You know, this is like
Creed has lied before.
this is a bonus. It's a what's the word? An advantage we have now. We can sort of control the conversation.
I don't think we quite need an advantage in the conversation.
Well, we
Creed
might.
has lied before, but
Well, we might. Well, there you go.
how about I'll just lead with the letter and see where it goes.
Does the letter mention the antidote?
Yes.
Does it mention who made it?
Yes.
Or is it written? Is the letter written by Creed?
It's written by Creed.
Okay.
Yeah, why
It's
else
his
would we be
letter.
going to? Why else would we be going to Crete then?
Because he's knowledgeable.
You're too kind.
Alright, let's start going over there.
Okay, sneaky.
Assuming that Otto would graciously let us out of their room so that we can slowly make our way over there in a very stealthy manner.
Of course, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, and can all of you roll a stealth check if you're trying
Y'all
to
are
not be
suffering,
seen.
/J.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay.
What's in here forever?
It's a 15.
Oh,
Well, you passed
Plus
out
that.
checks, so
so 25.
you're fine.
I got a 19, so that is 24, 34.
Gotcha.
I am the knight.
Shit, where's
Who's
my
fucking
additive? I
Batman?
forgot
What
to
the
pull up my
hell?
sheet.
Where'd the big ass 7-foot-tall dragon go? Who knows?
I am
Please
the
say this is the
shadows.
right sheet. Please say this is the right sheet. It's the wrong fucking sheet. Nah.
Excuse me.
We'll be back in it. I gotta go for a second. I'll be back.
I was also going to say that I'm going to be right back.
God damn. Virtue's just me and you.
Oh no. I don't like how you said that.
I'm sorry.
It's just us now.
31. Okay, yeah, 31.
Okay. You didn't see it, but I'm rubbing my hands together, licking my lips. It's just us.
Ew.
Okay. Fuck me, I guess.
Don't lick your lip here. Don't lick your lips.
Oh.
Okay, rubbing the hands together, fine. Licking the lips is a little cringe.
Can't do anything for you people.
No.
God damn it.
You already know Virgie's traumatized. Don't do that shit.
Sure. Whatever.
Oh, I have 132 hit points. When did you get hurt?
Some point in the past.
I was hurt.
Some point in the past. I mean, you haven't slept since before you went to the capital, so. Or they.
I guess I'm just confused. I don't remember being whacked.
It's time to play the game.
I said, watch it, Claire. I can still hear. We have
Oh.
a witness. I have a witness.
No, it's not like this is being recorded or anything. When you had those like consent talks at school, did you ever watch the video of like asleep people can't have tea?
Yes, they showed us that one.
Yes. Oh my god, it travels across the countries. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Drunk
never
people
saw it.
can't have tea.
Someone may ask for a cup of tea, but then later they may decide they don't want the cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. And don't shove the tea down people's throats. That's not nice.
So
Oh.
true.
I don't like the implication of that.
That's
Well,
literally
that
the
was
point of
not-
it.
that is the implication.
I
Yeah.
know. I just don't like it.
It's a metaphor.
I know.
Consent isn't something we need to be uncomfortable around. It's something that we need to embrace fully in order to respect and understand.
Yeah, why would that make you uncomfortable, Victoria?
No, it's not that makes me uncomfortable. It's the idea of shoving tea down someone's throat that makes me uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anyways, now that we are back,
So me.
I won't do the whole shebang shaboom of making sure you know that you guys are on your way, or know that you guys know where you're going, I meant to say. And because you all definitely rolled stealth checks, we will skip past a few other things as well. So I'll just shift to you guys getting closer. And you could tell that you all are getting closer because of the shift in the torchlight. It's really late. It's not you. I will say you guys have all taken a long rest at this point. So take your long rest. You have rested in your... Yeah, you've taken a rest in Otto's room. You did say that at the end of last session, but I just never made it official. So...
This is
forgot we did
before I'm casting Password Trace.
Mm-hmm. It would be.
Oh my god, I'm healed and I have my spell slots.
I've lost hit points technically. I lost my temporary hit points.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
I was hurt for some reason. I don't even remember why. I don't remember who
We
hit
did
me.
have combat. Someone probably gave you a light smack.
Stubbed your toe on a desk in the tower.
Hold on, I'm typing something. To
Oh,
someone
no.
that can't talk.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, you don't know what I'm You don't know what I'm typing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, but...
Hold on, waiting for a response. Give it a moment. Just one more moment.
What if we got TTS bot in here?
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a music bot?
I think so.
I believe we
I've never
do.
used it.
One of my new favorite bots of it lately has been TTS bot, and basically you can make it that it's a bot that joins, and then whatever you write in a certain channel will be spoken out.
That's pretty fun.
I might have to invest. One way for me to get more character voices out than just my own.
I think I can add it.
Yeah, I was say I could probably add it really quick. Hold on. It only does, the regular like Siri voice though, so. Add app to.
Otto suddenly has Siri's voice.
Yeah.
I believe this is the right one. I hope it
They're a
is.
Warforged.
I am human.
Otto's a robot. That's a big
Oh
twist.
my god. It's crazy.
Go. Joins. Then let me just put this. I'll put it in no mic. I'm trying to figure out how I set it up.
It's time to play the game.
Slash. Oh, right. Slash.
What are my friends sending me? Well, while we're relating, I'm gonna listen to my new favorite song.
Is it that new Bruno Mars song?
What? No.
What? It's so gas.
No.
It's awful.
No. God, no. Oh my god. Dummies.
Yeah.
Lord Huron, obviously. Who do you think I am?
Whoa. Hey, I like Bruno Mars. They had to stunt him by making him too short, but...
It would have been
I've
I'm
been
too
talking
obsessed
awful.
with Willwood.
I'm talking about... Oh, yeah. Willwood is good, though.
I don't know. One day I was just like, oh, I'm gonna listen to more Willwood than I normally do, and now I can't stop.
Yeah.
Fangirl,
Oh, so there you go, Ari. In no mic, there is the TTS button.
Oh my
just to
gosh.
demonstrate.
Ari's silence
I
is
can
being
do
taken
left
away.
join. no permissions. Oh shit. I have to give it a roll, don't I?
Lock in. Come on now. Okay, Oh,
There we go. Then I can be like this.
Oogie Boogie said, hi.
my gosh. Okay, well, Otto can speak, but Otto has told me that you see, as you guys are sort of sneaking...
Enigma said, lol.
Okay, thank you for interrupting me.
This is annoying.
I did that before. I was sorry.
I can see you fucking typing, bitch.
Nah, I'm not.
No, I'll be silent. I'll stay quiet. It's almost February, guys.
So what
You
are
guys
you
gotta
gonna
lock
do?
in here.
Don't make me mute it. I'll take it back just as fast as I brought it here.
Well, you were very...
I'll turn this damn car around.
I can control myself. I did that before Claire started. I was like, oops.
No, it's okay. I see him starting to type and then stopping, and so I'm like, do I wait for you to...
I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I wonder if there's a way to like type in there without it saying anything because you know.
Kicking it.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Well,
Unjoining.
unjoining. Basically, as you guys are stalking and lurking around, you see Otto looking around, looking at things that you cannot see, things that aren't there in your vision. And you hear them quietly tell you that they're the closer that you get to the Shearblade sector of Vaus, the more spirits are around, as there would be. But not only that, most of the spirits seem to be cowering away from something, is the best way to describe that. As if they're on edge, not from you guys, but on edge from something in the graveyard. And they relay that information to you. So now you know as well. There are spirits cowering from something or someone in the graveyard. But
Ah! I have an idea
ooh,
of who that might be.
I have no idea. But it's pretty late out. It's around 10 to 11 p.m. because you decided to sleep midday, like you're nocturnal. And so the only thing lighting your way are the torches outlining the main road next to the river that you all are sort of dodging and weaving in between alleyways. And as you're getting closer to this section of Vaus, you see the firelight turn from their natural embers to a glowing teal color instead. The color that you do recognize, and so hopefully it doesn't put you on guard, but it's up to you. As you feel yourself entering the Shearblade sector of Vaus, you hear, you start to, as soon as you enter, you start to think that there are people watching you. It gets colder in just this section of Vaus. Everything is just a little bit more grayscale, and you're just a little bit more on edge. So what would you all like to do?
I have a goal in mind. I will still personally be heading towards the church.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I don't want to check out what's in that graveyard
Sounds good.
right now.
Maybe just a little check, actually.
If it's what I think it is, I'm not sure if that's a good thing to check.
We're being sneaky, just go have a look.
So Rock Crusher's diverting paths?
I'm gonna blend into the shadows and scurry along a wall.
We could have just sent a pseudo dragon.
Well, Rock Crusher's
stupid.
already up the wall, so...
Already on the wall. I feel like
Like a
I
big-
sent a pseudo
like a-
dragon and shit,
like a
and
big
just
gecko.
Rock Crusher scurrying away.
Yeah, like a big lizard.
You got the
Walking
smaller
on a
lizard
wall.
and the big one climbing right behind it.
a
I stopped to lick
Mossfinch
my eyeball.
is going to wait, when she notices Rock Crusher starts scaling a wall. She's gonna
Oh, yes.
wait to see what's the status of that.
Okay.
So I'm not leaving.
What is Virtue and Maverick? What are your passive perceptions?
11.
20.
Okay.
Not a shocker.
Virtue, Maverick, you're a little bit too preoccupied of just watching the dragon blend into the shadows skittering up a wall. But Virtue, the closer that you get to the church, the more you can hear that there are two people arguing from within. But we'll move to Rock Crusher very quickly as you, plus the pseudo dragon, go to investigate the graveyard to see what all the spirits are running away from. And if you want me to, I can explain what the full graveyard looks like. But the basis of it is that almost immediately as you enter the entrance of the graveyard, not going all the way in, you recognize that there is a living person in the graveyard, not just, all the gravestones. There's a lot more unmarked graves surrounding around that, what the fuck? I don't even remember what word it is. The statue, commemorating all the people that died from the old killer. And you see and recognize, now that you've seen them, you recognize that Diamond is in the graveyard. Hasn't noticed you, is working through graveyard. I keep saying graveyard. Working through holes, dumping some dirt over them and then marking them with the diamond symbol.
Just gonna observe.
I knew it.
What did you didn't know anything.
I did. I knew it was gonna be Diamond. I was so there like it's gonna be her. I know it.
Well, as you...
Is all they're doing is just tossing dirt on graves?
Yes.
Nothing
you
suspicious?
make a perception check.
Ooh, I have proficiency. Natural 20.
Well, look at
26.
that. Well, look at
I'm locked.
that.
I'm Batman. I'm full Batman today.
You're locked the fuck in.
Good job.
You see that
Escaped
as
my
well
sight.
as digging up these graves and then covering them again. You see that they, every once in a while, pull out a piece of paper from their pocket and sort of just read it. And you see them, pacing around through the graveyard as if they're waiting for something, as if they're almost patrolling it. That's what you see from your shadowy spot on the ground. Is there anything you'd like to do, Rock Crusher? Otto, you see all this too for your Soda Dragon.
Okay.
Okay. Just okay, tell it to the pseudo dragon. Okay, tell the others this. And I'll be like, she's waiting for someone.
Pseudo Dragon just gives a nod.
I will say, they don't have any weapons in their hands. You don't know if they have any, but definitely not armed on them right now.
So it doesn't look like there's any axes on, strapped to the back or anything on, up the belt.
I wouldn't say that, but there's definitely nothing in their hands.
They're not on guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But
So is this being told to us?
Yeah, I imagine so. I was
Okay.
just waiting to see if Claire had anything else to say.
no. So then with that, we'll go back to Virtue, Otto, and Maverick. As Otto relays this information to you of this person, Diamond is pacing around, working at graves, waiting for something unarmed. And you can also tell that people are arguing from within the church as well.
Can I recognize the voices within the church?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. It's gonna be a 28.
You recognize the very muffled but still prevalent voices to be Creed as one of them, a lot quieter of one, and the one that's being a lot louder as Krista.
Oh.
Oh.
As you're sort of not peeking in, but listening in closer, you can hear a bit of what they're saying, if you would want me to tell you what they're saying as well.
Sure.
28.
Yes.
You hear them going back and forth for a very long time, Krista sounding very desperate, as she says things like, Creed, please, I don't want to be doing this for too much longer. I just want to find her. And Creed just being like, this isn't how the spirits work, Krista. You have to wait and be patient. I know you miss her, but trying to force it will not work. Just because you wouldn't care if your brother suffered in the pits of Drohaducks in your place doesn't mean I do. I love Arenas like a sister, and that's more than you could ever say about your brother. I have no idea what you're talking about, Krista. You are being crazy. And there is just sort of going back and forth of Krista wanting to know more, but Creed not telling her anything. And after a little bit, you hear the conversation die down, and you hear the front doors to the church open with a loud bang as Krista comes storming out and stomping away from the church.
Oh dear.
Someone's angry.
You think?
Probably for a good reason. To... Well, if you want to convey to Rakusha that I'm not quite sure what would be the point of trying to intrude on whatever Diamond is doing over there. Those people are already dead, and she's waiting on someone, which means that if we were to try and do anything, that we would eventually be ambushed.
It's reconnaissance. It's mentioned in one of the notes.
Really? I'm just going to state this now. I'm going to say that Otto probably had to leave the pseudo-dragon for this conversation, so I imagine that's what happened, because Otto can't hear Virtue if they're still looking through the pseudo-dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be talking to a brick wall, basically, if you did that. So I'm going to say Otto probably left the pseudo-dragon's vision. And then probably had to go back in to go tell Rock Crusher.
What were you saying, Henry?
This meeting in the graveyard is mentioned in one of the notes that we found. The graveyard when the sun is at its lowest.
Yes, it was, because that's the only way that Virtue knew that
Hunting
Diamond
for
was
you.
waiting.
Yeah, I want to say where... Shit, I know I wrote that down, but I need to find it. I have too many notes from this season.
D&D information.
Oh, it's in there? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it easier than sifting through my shit.
This is plot relevant.
Oh, it's here. Okay, it was in my walls of text.
Note 2.
Okay. Find and oh my god, my dyslexia. Wait, find and neutralize as soon as possible. If still alive by the festival, Amara will ruin everything. If you fail to follow through, you take punishment planned for her. Diamond, I specifically pointed you to this. If you succeed and make the family proud, I promise you'll see. To me, there is a list of locations as hunting spots. Okay.
I will maintain my cover.
Man, I'm torn.
It's alright, I got it.
Cause I was... Okay, just out of character, but Virtue has mentioned this to you guys, so this is technically information that all of you would know. Was that Virtue already explained that they wanted to speak to Irina kind of to try and convince them out of shit? Especially since that was a way to possibly not only get the ghost on Virtue's side, but to forgive her as well and maybe get her out of the abusive cycle that Virtue was once in.
Yeah.
And I told her to find me.
Everyone's trying to find us at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but now I'm like, I'm torn
join the
because
queue.
this seems like a pretty good chance to walk in there, but I also feel like I might get shanked.
Oh,
You
okay,
do your,
Wado?
you do your thing at the
That's cool.
church. I'll report back if anything changes.
Okay.
I like to imagine Otto's just like struggling to go back and forth between the pseudo dragons to like keep this conversation flowing, and like trying not to miss what Rock Crusher says, and like also trying not to miss what Virtue says because for Rock Crusher it's easier.
Maverick is just like watching Otto
Yeah,
struggle
okay,
right now,
let's-
just like
Otto keeps looking like they're being possessed every like 2 seconds.
I'll hope that
We
she's
need
still
to-
there when I get back out.
We need
But
to get some fucking sending stones, man.
yeah, we
Yeah.
really do. I will.
I don't want to
then
play
walk
Sending
into
Stone anymore.
I'll then walk into the church.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the shopping list.
I feel like that's the last thing Otto told Rock Crusher before like they stopped communicating with the pseudo dragon. I don't want to play Sending Stone anymore.
Can the pseudo dragon speak?
I imagine it's
It's
giving you pictures.
images.
Yeah,
Impressions. It's just
Images
It's
of
a
text.
big game of charades.
a sad
Yeah,
though.
I imagine that it's just writing in Otto's handwriting. I don't want to play Sending Stone anymore.
Virtue, you enter the church, and Maverick, you can decide. I guess Mag and Otto, you can decide if you. I always forget that Otto's here because I was just still in my head when Otto was mute and just following around. But you're conscious again. No, I mean, yay!
I'm
Sorry,
sentient. Damn.
sorry. I meant to go
Yeah,
the other way
we'll be
around. I
following.
meant to go the other way around.
Oh.
But
oh, it's just TTS.
goodbye,
I got rid of
robot.
it.
Bye, Robo.
You enter the church and you see that Creed is still standing in the middle of the aisle. There's still no one in the church apart from a few changelings in the corners of the room, sort of like praying to themselves. And you see him sort of using his hands as almost sort of a way of meditation, just taking breaths in and out, but his back is facing towards the door. Though he doesn't need to see, so you can just assume.
Upon walking in, Virtue gonna just study the room for a second, then look at him and like, Creed?
He doesn't turn around to look at you, but he does say, I didn't expect you back so soon.
Yes, certain things. Alright,
Did you make it back from the capital all right? Are you hurt?
oh, yes, I'm fine. I've, and no ghost scares beyond
I'm
some
gonna be right back.
things that are reflections of the past.
Perfect. Wonderful. And physically, are you well?
I believe so. No bumps or bruises.
Well, then I'll say your plot was successful.
But we did find something I wanted to speak to you about.
Of course. What did you find?
A letter in a box signed by you.
You see him sort of let out a slightly audible just, and turn around to face towards you, his hands clasped together in front of him. So you believe I'm a traitor to you now? Is that it?
No. No.
The shoe fits.
You
You get the impression of in your head.
No, I don't. I know you have your reasonings and ways around certain things that, much like the gods are very indirect. But I do want to understand before jumping to any form of conclusion, but no traitor wasn't one that I jumped to.
Well, that is very pleasant to my ears. What do you want to know, Virtue?
I suppose the better of the point would be, why did you give him the antidote?
He slowly walks up closer to you because you're like on the opposite ends of the building. He walks over towards you and says, I have an unfortunate past with the ruler of this city. Have to, seeing as part of his city belongs to the spirits, and I am a vessel for him, and thus I know his plans. And being someone that does not like to see evils win, I gave him a way out, using that you found. But seeing as you found the note, he hasn't been taking care of it that well, probably collecting dust at the bottom of the box.
I fear it has, along with a note for my assassination and other records. Just seemed like a box to collect spare paper.
Asriel's like that.
Is this the only antidote, or can more be made?
Well, more can be made, though not from... Let me think of the right words to say. The poison isn't natural, so the antidote isn't either. Though, at the moment, neither can be used properly.
I see. Are these things from, there was mentions of this other place, called... Wait, let me just look at its spelling real quick to make sure. Is Erebus the right pronunciation?
That or Erebus, whichever.
Erebus,
you prefer.
okay. I have a place called Erebus?
The Plains of a Guardian. It might have come from there, but it definitely isn't there now.
Interesting.
What did he say? Wait.
It's from the Plains of the Guardians.
Of a Guardian.
A Guardian.
Any guardians are not one of. Is there more than we know?
I mean, we've only been to 2. That only leaves 1.
Ah.
Yeah.
Which 2 have you been to?
It's, is this in character, or are you asking me out of character? Because I responded to you out of character.
I was
Okay.
in character.
You were in character? Okay.
Yes.
We've been to Midas's and Demis. That was hell, and,
Heaven?
no,
No?
they might try to say it, but...
It depends on the
Catholic.
person you are.
Oh.
Catholic hell is kind of...
So they don't have a heaven, but they have a hell?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Guardians don't
See,
believe
this is not...
that.
It
This
does when
is
the
not
Guardians are all
very-
assholes.
This is not a very good, world to be in, to be a religious paladin. Just...
The
Just don't
Guardians
think
don't
too
believe
hard about it.
that people like us deserve a proper afterlife. So everyone goes to hell, or Drahadux. Most normal people go to the first layer, but those worse go down, down, and down. I remember seeing a place for you all down there. It's not a threat from me, it's just the truth.
I don't even want to remember what happened when I died. That was not fun.
But you died as part of a pact. Imagine dying without one.
Oh god, it's gonna be hella worse. Yay.
Hell
So
worse.
is this poison from Erebus, and if so, does that mean the antidote is as well?
Not from Erebus, but the guardian that controls over it. I'll spare you from all of the details, but let's just say that on this plane there is a guardian's blessing and a guardian's curse gifted by the creator herself.
Great.
The guardian's blessing is used to make this poison you're saying, and the guardian's curse was used to make what you've found. But neither can work without proper balance, which none of us have right now.
We must bring balance to the elements.
Seriously.
That wasn't the route I thought it was gonna go on, but then again, it's a guardian.
So the poison isn't working correctly because there isn't enough of a balance.
Well, it is working the way that Asriel wants, but in order for the antidote to work properly, you can get one at a time, but when you have both working together, it can destroy everything. That's cursed, I should say.
Oh. So, in a way...
I'm having a hard time comprehending this out of character. I'm like...
Me too.
He is being very vague.
I know. Fucking agree.
Okay, ouch.
No, he's just always vague. He's just always vague. It's hard, just like fucking Creed. Why must he always be vague?
Here, I got you. You see Lilith. Oh my god! The little spirit fire go up and sort of
Creed's
knock
translator.
Creed on the shoulder a little bit. And just go, Creed, it's obvious the players don't fucking understand what's going on. You have to be more honest with them. What he means to say...
Breaks the fourth wall.
Hey,
Stares at the
listen.
camera.
Uh,
What he means to say is that the poison is sort of a reverse of what you think it would do. Of like, when it doesn't work, it actually acts as a poison, but then when it does work, it doesn't do anything. So you gotta think of it in reverse, you know? But it won't work unless its holder is in balance. Same with the antidote.
Okay, so we would be fine.
You said its holder is in balance?
Creed
So, like,
gives
it-
Lilith a little
like-
bit
was
of a
that?
look, and she goes, yes, a holder. I wasn't going to say that part, but yes.
Who's the holder?
A bee holder?
Oh, God, no.
God, I hope a holder's involved. I'm gonna cry. I don't need that again.
Isn't that how Otto died the first time?
Thanks
Yes.
for the reminder.
Bro got
Sweat.
disintegrated.
Okay, so I need to think about this for a second out of character. So, there's poison, that's the blessing. There's antidote, that's the curse. This was given to the world, basically, and Azrael is purposely making it that it's out of balance so that the poison acts as a poison, but the holder needs to be balanced. So someone, I'm guessing the holder is a person,
Mm-hmm.
whoever holds it.
Is it the holder as in like the person who first, spread it around, or is the holder like the
Well-
individual who is like infected?
I think,
Because we've been around like infected people quite a bit.
yeah, okay.
We're not ill.
So I don't think it's like I think we've already crossed out. It can't be like given to us by
Yeah,
like
it's not
someone
viral.
just touching us. like we have to be injected with this. Like someone has to stick us, and
It's a poison. Like I said from the beginning, and you said it wasn't one. Fucking Britain people calling their medicines antidotes.
anyways, but
Straight shots fired. Holy fuck.
Alright, it's like 2 months, holding a grudge match.
But I'm thinking they did also state that it was based off of the holder's thoughts somewhat. I forget the exact wording, but basically
So we gotta kill the holder because that motherfucker's never gonna be balanced.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
maybe kill's a bit of a strong word.
Hey. This is out of character. This is out of character.
Incapacitate?
This is out of character.
But okay, so if it's like
Rucker's interest, and he's not even a character.
if we're going based off
I get a little
people
itchy
that have
neck.
been infected, it's most likely based off the person's mentality, their thought of this poison.
So like Azariel is the holder. By theory, Azariel is the holder, and he is imbalanced, and he wants the poison to work. So that's why, and he's probably doing this consciously, and that's why Creed gave the antidote to give him a chance to basically balance himself, and then not have it do anything at all. And it's not. And then he didn't do that.
That sound of mind, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd come to the same conclusion, yeah.
Okay, we got the same conclusion. Okay, whew.
But here's what I'm thinking though. If that is the case, even if we forcefully made him take the antidote, he still wouldn't have the mental thought of it. He doesn't want this to work at all.
I think that's the point, is that he doesn't want it to work. I don't think we need to inject him with anything.
Okay.
The antidote is an antidote. The antidote will probably, if say one of us got ill, we could probably use it on ourselves, but then if we destroy that, and that would be destroying the antidote, and then there would be no balance at all. So we probably want to avoid using that, because we want there to be a balance of because like I said, if there isn't a balance, then it's all going to go to shit. So we have to maintain the balance while also trying to basically this holder, which obviously, if you think about it right now, there's a overproduction of the poison, and there's only one antidote.
Yeah. And we can't just mass produce this.
No.
Even though Creed did say it could be made, but then just was like, how do I word this? Then didn't say how it's going to be made at all, in a very typical Creed fashion.
I believe what you're talking about, personally.
Looks over to Lilith.
Okay. Yeah, we know Lilith can hear our thoughts, apparently.
Not even just...
That's the only time you're getting that, by the way.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree with Virtue. We need to find... sorry, I agree with Victoria, out of character. Yeah, we need to find this guy.
Well, great! That's an amazing person to find.
So now we just need to figure out what our next moves is after finding the person.
Okay, wait. But going back to us as people, as not people, but as character people, we just asked that. She just broke the fourth wall and told us stuff. Great, love you, Lilith. I see. So
didn't tell us like new information. Sort of gave us little hints.
And might I ask if this holder is a person, if that person was to perish in any way, does it then go to a different holder?
Mysterious boating accident.
As long as their bloodline has ended, yes.
Bloodline?
Bloodline.
Oh.
We
I
need to
hope
kill
this
multiple
motherfucker
people.
didn't populate.
So we have to kill his kids as well?
Well, unless if his kids are shitty people, then, I mean, we shouldn't have to.
Well, let's hope he has any kids. And...
Unless if they mean by name. If they're meaning by name, better not be by name. Anyway. Anyway.
Alright.
You
Well.
declare ideas.
No. Clear. Retcon that.
I'll swipe that.
Wait, that for me, remember.
You said
Anyway.
something? Oh no.
Mods brainwash him.
Yo, but well, thank you, Creed, for the insight. Despite some of my party members, which isn't technically here, but is here somehow in spirit,
I'm always here.
did have their doubts.
It's all
I
right.
assumed you had reasoning.
Don't forget, you can always try to find the antidote holder as well.
Rue.
Yeah, for real, all ears perked up.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have an idea at this point of who that would be, but we can keep our eyes out.
Well, if you do, feel free to come back anytime.
Before we go back on our wild goose chase, I did have something, possibly for you, I'm not sure.
It's a gun.
Rock Crusher? Can we say that you gave me the bag of holding because I just realized you have the thing I need and it's in that bag of holding? But we talked about me doing this before I got here, so it would make sense if you gave it to me.
I love
So that's why.
this in front of Claire.
Right.
But
Well,
you
what
know,
are you planning on giving him the antidote?
no, the
It sounds like not even Henry knows what you're doing, so I don't think he would have
we did
given
talk
you
about
the...
this.
I-
The flower. Remember?
Talked about.
We
I don't
talked about
remember
this
anything
with
about
you.
flower.
The flower.
What flower?
Everyone
I-
remembers it, but you.
And I'm the one with the bag,
It
so
only... Yeah, that is
Rock
true.
Crusher-
He's...
Okay, hold up.
It
Wait a
don't matter
minute.
what everyone else
I want to
remembers.
point something out really quickly. Rock Crusher has like one of the shittest memory out of all of us. He forgets things that are not related to combat.
Well, then you shouldn't have given him the bag of holding with the item that you need in it.
He
Well, you know
bought
where
the
I
bag
am.
of holding. We can't steal it. Hold up, I got this.
I feel like first she like goes to grab something, looks at Otto, it's just like, can you get it, please?
Fucking hell. Yeah, sure. I'll play Sending Stone again.
You don't have to play Sending Stone, just get it here.
What the fuck do you want me to
It's
do?
just like
You
Maverick
know what?
just got hand on her face.
I mean, there's
Dragon,
no
oh my
back and
God.
forth.
Creed just looks at
could
you
you-
a little bit concerned. He and Lilith side-eye each other.
How would
I
you...
got you a gift, but I forgot.
Fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Trust.
I'm just
Rock
gonna
Crusher
Dragon
has a
do it.
habit of forgetting everything I tell him, and the one thing I needed.
Okay,
Why is the
What?
flower in the bag?
because of
It's
the robot.
it's in the robot that's in the bag.
Oh, we did not talk about that.
We did.
We did.
Well, I
Okay,
fear you can't
anyway,
retcon that. I'm not gonna let you just check on that part.
All right. So, off to
He's
Super
not going
Dragon
anywhere.
point of view. Picture of the robot. Picture of the fucking flower. Give it.
Flower in hand photo.
Just gonna whisper to the pseudo dragon. No, I'm being sneaky. I'm not pulling a full fucking robot out of my rucksack.
God.
Move. Get away. There's no point for us
Bag
being
of
here.
photo of bag of holding in hand.
Yeah, for real. It's bag of holding. Let me have it.
How far away is the church from the
You're
graveyard?
not gonna
It's
fucking throw the
about
bag,
3
please.
blocks away.
Okay.
Which I will say,
really
Diamond
don't
has
try-
not done anything different. But
You can move like 60 feet in 6 seconds. You're fine.
Yeah, either go
Sure.
bring it back to us or
well-
give it to the pseudo dragon.
What time is it? Because I know it's when the sun is lowest is when Diamond's meeting that person.
you
How
see,
much time I got?
the sun has almost set all the way. You could see just the faintest tip of color left in the sky, but you can't even see the actual sun. So use that.
So it is time.
I give it a little, but yes, it is getting close.
12 seconds. You got this.
How far away did you say the church? How many feet would you say roughly?
Probably about 90 feet away.
Fine, yeah. I'll sneaky run, like crouch run.
It works as long as it gets here.
Get to the door, toss the bag at them. Just like, sorry, good work to do. And I will sprint back.
There we go. Does that work?
Yes.
Still trying to be sneaky.
You sprint back
The
and see that
Dragon's
they've
probably still following them.
apparently disappeared, but then you turn around and see
Oh,
that
God.
they're just hunting. They're crouching behind a gravestone, so they're still there.
Am I close enough to hear what they might be talking about?
You do hear that they're kind of talking to themselves a little bit. They're not talking in a language that you understand, I don't think. What can you speak? Or what do you know?
Abyssal, Common, Draconic, and all animal languages.
Okay, well, not speaking as an animal, you do not know what she is saying. If you want to roll a history check, you can know what language it is, though.
Yes, it's trying to recognize the language. Yeah, 12.
Thankfully, you have heard it before from Virtue. This person is speaking Elvish.
So it starts like trying to furiously write down what they're saying, or like sounding it out to them.
I don't know if I'd let that slide.
Is the pseudo dragon still with me?
Yes.
I feel like they're speaking Elvish, and you need help.
Okay, while this is going on, as soon as I had this bag holding,
Mm-hmm.
I want to, robot flower just, a whole awkward fucking process, but
Right.
I think we put the bag down.
We get there.
Right, all right. You see Creed sort of chuckling to himself a little bit, amused with.
Don't laugh at me.
I imagine Otto has to like hold the bag down so the robot doesn't accidentally like shove it, like move it too wide. So it's like, hey, whoa, watch the face.
You missed the robot at first, and so Otto has to dig in almost chest deep into the bag, trying to find it.
Please make sure I don't fall in. I know I can't breathe. I don't need to breathe, but
Maverick holds by their feet and like,
oh my god. Oh, Virtue's extremely embarrassed.
Why is there a whole corpse in here?
What are these? What is this cock and balls doing in here? Yeah.
You can only pull things from bag of holding if you know what you're looking for.
Oh no!
Fuck! Virtue would be so embarrassed.
Tomato. Is your friend all right?
Maverick is like horrified.
Time pulled out now. I think I got it.
I wonder at times. Oh, why am I with these idiots?
I'm the one fucking chest deep in a bag that I can...
It's a bag of holding. You shouldn't have to be going chest deep anyway.
Well, sorry, I can't apparently grab whatever's in here. I don't know what the fuck.
You think I'm an idiot?
At times. All of you are.
I mean, didn't you break a sword trying to picklock it with a full sword?
Shut. Okay.
Anyways, here's the robot.
It's
Kill me.
Whatever the fuck happened.
Kill me.
Take the flower.
Alright, buddy, you're gonna go back in.
I'm gonna walk up to Creed, and I'm going to
put his ass back in the bag.
Silencing.
Assuming his hands are like put in front of his, like he normally has his hands like class together in front of him, correct?
Yeah.
Put him in the bag.
May I take your hand for a moment?
Of course. You see as he's sort of trying to hold back a laugh still.
I've been so lonely.
Oh, Virtue's going to take his hand and put
text to speech when you need it.
Oh my god! And put the flower in his hand. We've been trying for ages to find out who this truly belonged to, and I was wondering if it either was for you or perhaps you could guide us in a direction.
Last person who did that called us stupid.
Well, normally Creed doesn't call us stupid, so.
You see
Well,
that
he might call it special-minded.
he doesn't look down at all, but you do see that he sort of like uses his other hand to like hover around it, and he goes, "Oh, you have a wilted flower as well. Where did you get it from?"
Funny thing.
Not tell it.
It's supposed to be a gift from Quinn.
You see for a moment he stands still as he's sort of like processing something. And he goes, "Oh, I remember doing something just like this when I was in the Fated Tide. Though with that one, Quinn was the one we were trying to kill, and he threatened to murder us if we didn't do it. But there's a trick to the last one. I'm surprised you haven't figured it out by now, Virtue."
God. People are giving me way too much fucking credit.
The leader,
I've been saying that for ages.
the leader of the Witchblades is Quinn Lockwood.
I did try giving it to him and he denied me.
Yeah.
Are you sure you were giving it to him or Lockwood?
Oh, fuck. There's two of them.
Oh!
Well,
Hold up. I gotta make a summoning circle now, people.
it's okay, it's okay.
The old switcheroo.
If you would
Time and
like,
place, time and place.
I could hand it to him for you.
Is that allowed? Aren't we
I think
supposed
we
to
have
do
to.
it?
I think we got to do it ourselves.
I'm hearing a dragon in my head, and I don't know where it's coming
I-
from.
Should probably see a
You
doctor about that.
You know what? I would. Also, we did give. Remember I gave Ace one of the things to give to his mom. So I think we already broke that rule, if that was ever a rule.
That's
At least
fair.
I
All right.
broke that rule.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. So,
Oh,
yeah,
terrible.
I guess you can have it. Next, Quinn comes in, you gave it to the wrong person.
And
Perish.
I would appreciate this because I did try a very long time ago, and I assumed it was Lockwood. Quinn himself at the time, but
Yeah, you get used to it. Trust me, as an apprentice of him for a very long time, and he doesn't just do things like that easily, especially for the award.
mad. I
offered.
knew it was him, and then I was fooled.
He is a trickster,
Well.
so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, he has his moments. I don't know what, honestly, that's on us. What else could we have done?
What else could I have done? We didn't even know there was two of them in one body at that time.
Valid, but now we do, and it didn't click for us at the time. We still did not click
Because
for
I
us.
didn't think the two in the one body. Didn't think, oh, sorry, the wrong person's fronting right now, so I can't
Fronting
take
is
this.
kind of
It's like,
crazy.
what the fuck?
Okay, now a random question. What are we gonna do with this depressed robot that's in the bag now? Do we just ship it back to Quinn?
Put
Can
him
we
back in the
keep it?
bag.
Well, he's already in the bag.
Why
Use
don't
him as-
we... It
him
seems
as
to have
bait.
developed a conscience. Why don't the next time we go to the Mountain Blades, we drop them off there and they can give them some robot therapy? I don't know if they have that, but...
I think we might get arrested for whatever that dude has seen in that bag.
They don't
Whatever
need
you
to
want.
know.
Last time when
Surrounded.
we did it with the Fated Tide, the barbarian just crushed him after it was over. So,
This dude seems to have somewhat of a conscience, so that feels a little wrong.
yeah, well, at least my barbarian, dragon just like yours, didn't give a shit. But who knows, yours might have a conscience.
I think, who knows with Rock Crusher? It's 50-50 sometimes.
None of you comment on that one.
Well, I was referring to the robot, but I understand how you
Okay.
see Rock Crusher now. But you do with it what you wish. And I will get this flower
Well-
to its proper owner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you will
feel
excuse me, I have some things to attend to. But please, if you ever find out more, don't be afraid to stop by again. You're always welcome in the church.
Thank you. I hope to be stopping by again soon on hopefully a brighter note.
I think I'm getting a call from the pseudo dragon.
God,
I'm getting a call from really Virtue it was like a call from the pseudo dragon.
It rings
I don't
like
know.
an
It's
actual
bugging
phone.
the fuck out of me. It's
God,
bugging the fuck out of me. What the
so-
hell do you want? What do you mean Rock Crusher doesn't understand what the fuck's being said? They're speaking Elvish? Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm
Put me
on
through.
board.
I'm like,
I speak Elvish. Just give
this
me a
where
sec.
I want
I
it
know, but
at.
you're going to be playing charades. I can actually just stay with
I
this
can
thing.
listen through the pseudo dragon.
Virtue's just gonna give him a look and then start walking out to the graveyard.
Wow. I'm gonna pick up the bag and just put it on.
Guys, it's Otto's bag now.
You
Yep.
know what?
You know, if
oh,
we don't say anything to Rock Crusher, he'll forget.
I'm sure.
when
I'm
have I
so-
forgotten about an item that I own?
You literally okay, but I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna point it out. We put it that she was hunting there for me, and then Rock Crusher then, minutes after he said that, was like, oh, who is she meeting? Rock Crusher, we've already been through this. You forgot within 5 minutes.
Guys, you gotta be careful with him. He can't take that criticism like that.
You
They
forgot
got
within
confused
5
between
minutes.
group theys and singular theys, okay?
Jesus Christ.
I am so...
The old age is getting to Rock Crusher, guys.
What,
Yeah.
what are you, 80?
In my head, Rock Crusher is still like 85, but I know that's not true.
How old? Wait, hold up, really quickly. How old is Rock Crusher actually?
He's like 30 or some
30.
shit. Yeah.
How old are you, Rock Crusher?
Let me see.
I don't remember.
Think. Yeah, 30.
Okay.
Technically, Virtue's the oldest in like actual years.
Yes, I am.
Weird ass
Wait,
dragon.
wait,
or
hold-
not dragon, weird ass elf. Weird
I'm
ass.
sorry. I'm an elf.
Grandma. Creepy elf.
Creepy
Hey,
out,
Wait,
creepy
hold
out.
up. Jordan, how old's Maverick?
Oh God, I forgot.
I
Alright,
now wanna
forgot.
see
I'm
who's
going
together.
towards the graveyard.
Yes, we're also going towards the
understand.
graveyard.
Yeah,
I'm just asking
yeah, we
out of
are.
I'm
character.
sneaking. And I'm
Sneakily.
sneaking.
Sneaky.
Or
I
else
think
sneaking.
she has to be in her 30s.
What the fuck? Is Otto the only one in their 20s?
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
want?
pretty
you want,
no, because
you want to
like
be 18?
I'm like a
I'm-
young ass adult.
I'm
Sassy
using
ass
a
girl.
character that is involved in her story as a like buffer to like see like she has to be in her 30s. Because if she wasn't, then she wouldn't have been able to grow up beside this person.
Oh my god, I'm the
Anyway.
only one in my 20s. Jesus
young,
Christ.
young. Because you
I'm
are no
23.
longer with Rock Crusher, I'd like you to roll a stealth check again.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
lovely.
stealth check.
This does not
Oh.
have the passive auto trace, correct?
It does
Let me
not.
see how long it lasts.
Isn't it
Kinda
in a
lasts like
radius?
an hour.
Or am I dumb?
It lasts for an hour.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, it lasts for an hour? Okay.
Hey guys, we're
Let's
taking a while
roll.
to talk, but it's fine.
I don't
Oh,
think
well, a
it was an
lot
hour.
of it was out of character, though.
Just
Yeah.
lasts
So we
That's
paused
true.
for a lot of
whenever
it.
you get it.
I got a natural 20.
I got a natural
When I-
22.
yeah.
What the fuck?
I did
When I-
not get a
What's
natural
going on
20.
here?
You can see.
I got an 11, but plus an 8, but plus a 10, so that's 29.
Okay,
I
sounds
got-
good.
I don't know which mine is. Let me see my score real quick.
Victoria, can you roll a d6 for me?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
shit.
fall into a grave.
Oh.
You get jumped.
6.
Okay. Nothing happens necessarily to you, but just as you're walking to the graveyard, you do hear someone, a group of people, just talking amongst themselves, just sort of like rumors being spread, something about people saying that the pyre was an inside job of some sorts. But then someone else also says that the changeling who was curling into a ball and crying over dead mom was really hot as well in that same conversation. But then none of them notice you or your group as you walk to the graveyard.
Okay.
And
Alright, so I guess I'll sneak up to where Rock Crusher is.
okay. So just to describe the graveyard a little bit more in depth now that all of you are here, the graveyard is on the closer to the outskirts of Vows. You have to go basically all the way through the Shearblade Spectre to get to the graveyard. But you do pass by these tall ass buildings and see an empty plot of land that has become the graveyard. The sign that labels the name of the graveyard is still gone, but you can still see into it just fine. It does look like some things have changed for sure. You see that Rock Crusher was sort of sneaking by, poking his head from around the corner with just his head, his snout and his 4 eyeballs showing, so that the person, whoever is in the graveyard, can't see him. The graveyard, just to re-describe, because I didn't describe it well the very first time, it's a small section that used to look like a big building but has been turned into a graveyard. So on all 3 sides of the graveyard, it is being blocked off by really tall buildings. It's almost as if like, oh shoot, we need a place to bury people, so let's demolish a building and then just put it in the middle of a big ass city. At one point it looked like the graveyard was organized, but it seems like the more recent the gravestones are, the more jumbled they become. There are multiple people to one grave, and they're scattered all around the graveyard. Along the back edge of the graveyard is the memorial that you recognize for all of those that have died because of the mysterious killer that roamed the city between 1274 ACR and 1316 ACR. And surrounded by that memorial are unmarked graves with the symbol of diamond etched into them with blood. There seems to be, as you all can see now, a lot more than there were before. And the reason why diamond is kneeling with their back towards the entrance of the graveyard, looking directly at this memorial. And all of you now can hear that they're mumbling something to themselves. What would you all like to do?
Maintain my little sneaky hold.
Alright. I'm gonna look at all of you. And kind of like full group huddle right here. So, I want your honest opinion, and you can tell me if this is the stupidest idea I've ever come up with in my entire life, or
Nonsense.
thank you. Or if you have a better idea, or if I should go through with it. I was told that in trying to sort of reconcile and see if I can convince her to join our cause and not be part of the Bonafets, that in a way I would break the cycle that has been happening. And while it would gain ghost approval, apparently, I really don't care for that. I just don't want to see someone going through what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Right now she's looking for a Marsinge. I was thinking of posting myself up as bait and going in there, and then sort of revealing myself and trying to speak some sense into her as me.
I'm not
I
highly
think
opposed to the idea.
I
It could go very, very wrong, and that's what
Cool.
you all will be very important duty of if I am to be jumped and I signal for help that I'm going to need you all.
I think that it is worth the shot, and if you need help, we'll be here. The worst that can happen is we get jumped. That's the worst that can happen.
I do think, though, we should wait until after this little meeting has gone down.
But
I don't believe there is a meeting.
She's waiting for you?
She's waiting
Yeah.
for me.
Why would she
Yeah.
be waiting for you? I know she's trying to kill you, but, like,
oh my
This
god.
is
would
one of
only-
her hunting spots. It
we would
says
only
here in
be
this
here
letter,
if-
you know,
we would only
gives
be
the
here,
letter.
though, if we
We've
read
been
the
through
note.
this.
I just feel like it's, we're here because we read the note, and she's here because of the note, but how would we know to be here if it wasn't for the note?
Okay.
Rock Crusher, how
Okay.
about you just shh, it's fine.
Okay, so what this says is that assailant Cadence Bonifet, target Amar Singe, find and
Yep,
neutralize
you.
as soon as possible. If alive by the festival, Amar will ruin everything.
Yep,
And then it
yep.
says, if you succeed, there's a spot right next to me during the reset. And it said there will be a list of locations, times crossed out, labeled hunting spots. There are plenty of places in Vows listed at different times. So apparently, it is often that I mean, it's not wrong to say I frequent around this area at night.
Do you?
We're often here at night.
Are we?
Yes.
Yes.
It
So
looks different in the daylight.
Oh my god.
so this is a hunting spot for me. And this is
Awful.
out of character. And I am thinking about kind of letting it work. But then using it as a chance to negotiate. And not get killed.
Okay.
Okay? Okay?
That works with me. So,
We'll be here. If you
looks like
need
we're-
help, just start screaming like a maniac.
I'm planning to go invisible and move a little closer to make sure
Alright.
things can be heard.
All are on board, then, I guess here I go, throwing myself into danger.
Yep.
We'll be here. Moral support.
Look. Virtue just, like, taking a moment to hype themselves up internally before they just...
Jump out from behind the gravestone. Boo!
Maverick gives,
That would be funny.
Gotcha.
Maverick gives Virtue a thumbs up.
Alright. Ooh.
I give you a little thumbs up. You get a little bardic inspiration. Take a little
Thank you,
d6
Thank you.
for the inevitable persuasion check.
Thank you. I'm going to... As if, so how close is Diamond here to the memorial?
To the memorial, she is sitting right in front of it. She's kneeling, I should say,
behind
right
a
in front of
grave.
it. Huh? Say that again?
I remember you saying that she was crouching behind a grave.
Oh, that was
before.
that was when Rock Crusher came back to go check on her. It's been a few minutes since then, but not long.
Okay, I guess Virtue will just very nonchalantly, as Amar Singe, walk into the graveyard.
Trying to be...
I will prepare a dodge, and, no, I'm not trying to be selfie.
Okay. You hear, getting closer, more of her mumbling, and, in Elvish, you hear, basically, I'm not gonna do it in, like, the proper voice as you're saying, because it sounds different in Elvish anyway, but it's basically just, where are you? I need you. Please.
Oh.
Speaking towards the memorial.
Your prayers haven't answered, I guess.
But as
Oh my god, Virtue said that.
The closer you get, the more that you see they perk up, and they quickly stand up and spin around, sort of walking closer to the memorial to almost use it as a shield. They still have their mask on, full getup. They still don't have anything in their hands. But you just hear them quietly, though there's no one else around, so you can hear it pretty easily, just go, I knew it.
I'm on Singe. Kind of gonna watch her move, just be like, I know we didn't meet on the most polite of terms, but do you remember what I said to you?
You see them kind of, their head sort of tilting a bit back as if they've never really been spoken to before. And then their head tilts in closer. And they quickly reach down by their hip to a dagger and just holds it out in front of them. And you can physically see the shake in their hands as they just quietly go, "Are you Tavelai?"
I just try and like flank sneakily behind.
First, she's gonna stare at her, and then I'm gonna nod my head, and as I nod my head, I'll drop the disguise.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Happy birthday!
You see them slightly lower their weapon, still holding it, but just towards their side this time. I can't believe it. How did you do it?
I've done many things in my life. What do you want to know?
How... You see that they look down towards the memorial and then back up. How did you keep him happy?
He's never going to be happy, dear. That is why I left.
That's not true.
He never...
You see it puts their dagger back up in front of them. He told me so.
Virtue is going to pick up their dagger and then put it and just drop it to the ground. He tries to come off as that way. He's a manipulator. All leaders are manipulators. But he is someone that uses people like pawns. I was always a pawn. And no matter what, I have the scars to show it, and Virtue's going to refer to their face. No matter what I did, no matter how well I did my job, my mistakes weighed more than any good I could have ever done. And in the end, whatever he has promised you will go to someone else. I was like you. I went down everything, trying my best just to make him happy. And all he did in return was hurt me. And then I met someone who gave me hope, who made me realize that he wasn't my whole life. I was a person. I wasn't a thing. I wasn't a pet. I could leave these walls and I could become and amount myself to something that I wanted to be, that I could make myself happy. And that's what I did. I want to be that person for you. I know you've prayed to me and called for me, and I am here, but I'm not here to try and help you stay in this cycle. I want to save you.
I don't need saving. I am happy. He has given me so much. The suits are all that I have. They are my family. I'll do anything to make sure they aren't hurt again. They've all gone through too much for me to just leave them. I mean, Spade has to go to the capital at least twice a week to give Blackjack what he needs to help us, protect us. And he leaves so frail. I can't let that. I need to. I've been given my orders. If I don't follow through with them, I won't fail again. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
You don't have to abandon them. I want to help them too. I'm not here telling you to just up and leave, and if you did, I would not judge you. But I want to help them as well, and I will not rest, dead or alive, until this place is something beautifuler than it is. But right now, look, shut the fuck up. This place, it is littered with death. All there is ran by a tyrant. And the suits are victims just as much as you are. No one should be getting hurt. And if we all come together, we might actually be able to stop this. Because where there is power, they feed off of the fact that we all are divided. But if we come together, then we will have the power. And he won't hurt you again.
Can you roll a
I want to
persuasion
stop
check for me?
Yep. Scared.
We believe in you, Virtue.
Yay.
Yippee! You've got this.
And that d6, I'll add it on for good luck. That is a plus that, which means I'm just gonna make sure so I don't fudge any 31.
Right, that doesn't meet the DC.
No. She lunges for you. No.
Ah!
I stab her.
No.
You see that she slowly lowers her dagger and slowly takes her hand covered in bandages and reaches towards her mask and slowly lift it up just enough for you to see her proper face. As you can tell, this is a woman
It's you.
now. And looking at this girl, she is very young looking. She does not have the scars that you had on your face. You can tell that she is of the same race as you, a moon elf, though her skin is noticeably darker than yours is. She has these glowing yellow eyes and just a very distant face. You can tell that she's probably no older. And actually, I don't actually know the right number for this. Hold on. I could give you the right number. I wrote this all down. Let me get on my calculator. You see that she looks to be in her late 30s. As an elf, I need to clarify.
Baby.
Very...
Like 100-ish.
100 is when an elf becomes an adult and she's 30. Older 30s. And you just see her just look at you with a very saddened expression. And I can't do what you're asking of me. I'm useless without Asriel.
Sweetheart, look at me. You've idolized me for now possibly years.
Just preparing for the nuclear option.
And I was once in your shoes. I also felt like I was nothing without him, and that's what he wants you to feel. But you're not. I'm not. You join us, and you help us get all the suits together. We can stop him.
But...
And... Go on.
How am I supposed to band all the suits together if Asriel is the one we follow. Otto.
Friendship.
Yes.
And Maverick. Because Rock Crusher has moved inbound in the graveyard. Or maybe it's just Maverick, because Otto, didn't you turn invisible?
Yeah, I said I was like closer up with Virtue. So like not next to Virtue or like in like that vicinity, but like I am closer.
Maverick has faith in Virtue.
Well, Maverick, you see something in the distance along the road that the others can't see as they are in the graveyard. Looking outwards, closer like to where the capital is, you see, or more you hear at first, the sound of wet footsteps crunching against the ground. And looking over, you see some people that you recognize. Specifically in the distance, you see Nux and Ray walking towards the graveyard.
No.
Yes.
Can I I have my stuff back. I have my stuff back. I can do something.
They don't seem to be having any like harmful intent. If anything, it looks like they don't even know where they're going. Something very obvious to you is that they both do not look well. You see that their bodies are not the same as usual. They're still themselves, but you know, they're hunched over a little bit more. Their bodies are swaying, and you see that both of their hairs are drooping to the ground like waterfalls. And you see that Ray is missing her entire mouth, presumably quote unquote washed away, and Nux's eyes are completely covered in her own skin, unable to see anything. And you see that they're holding hands as they're walking over towards you. You see that Ray notices that you're there as the one with eyes, and tries to gain Nux's attention, but you see Nux just go, "What? Where?" and look somewhere in the complete opposite direction. Though Ray has started to move.
Maverick like puts her like a shushing motion over her mouth, just like oh my god, do they seem like they understand? Like, can I insight?
You can insight check. Yeah.
What are you inciting?
10. Are they nice? Are they mean? Are they evil?
Jesus Christ. Well, okay, don't panic.
What they have for breakfast?
Okay, calm down. It seems that Ray understands through a nod when you put your hand up to your finger telling them to be quiet. Nux cannot see, and Ray cannot communicate. So Ray like tries to tap Nux on the shoulder, and Nux sort of like whips their head around as her body sways a little bit, and they're just like sort of stumbling into each other until Ray covers Nux's mouth, and Nux gets the idea.
How far away are they from her?
At this point, they're about 20 feet away from you, but they're getting a lot closer.
Can I just like kind of try and crawl towards them?
Crawl?
In armor.
Well, I don't want to alert Diamond, but I also would rather get close.
Metal rubbing against the ground is going to be a lot more noisier than you trying to tiptoe your way out of here.
I got fire for head. I don't know what you want from me. I got fire on my head. Wait, hold on. Can Maverick use her the cape that she has on and like put it over her head?
What cape do you have
and
on?
Try and walk over? It's just the one that's on her outfit.
Oh, to cover your head. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Can she do that to move towards them? Okay, do I have to roll stealth to move towards them? I'm assuming I do. Because I'm trying to sneakily... I think going with the suggestion that I think I do like Ari's suggestion more of tiptoeing towards him.
Okay. Roll. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll what you want.
You're 14 or 15?
14.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Jesus
Plus
Christ.
the 10, unless if it's been an hour.
It's not been an hour. No. Getting close, but no.
I'm hearing my dad listen to the new Lord Huron song, and I'm like, ah!
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to do, Maverick? Is your...
I want to try and walk over towards them.
Yeah? You have done that.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Maverick, like, she looks like heartbroken. Just like, are you, how did you guys get out? Are you okay? She's like whispering.
You hear Nux just...
Oh.
Maverick? As they're sort of like reaching their hand out, trying to touch you.
Maverick, like holds their hand. It's just like, yes, it's me.
As you're holding Nux's hand, you can feel yourself, your hand just getting drenched a little bit, just a little wet. It's almost as if Nux just has sweaty palms. I'm sure that's it.
Maverick can care less about that at the moment.
Ray moves, Ray's body, I should say, moves to try and explain it, though her eyes fall when she realizes that she's unable to verbally respond. But Nux, though they aren't looking in any direction specifically, you do hear them say, the guards tried to pull us out of the cages after the corrosion was found. We were in the last cells to get out, and I think both of us heard this strange voice in the back of my head. A woman saying that the Guardian's blessing gave me a gift. My vision went dark. It still is, but we're out. Ray started moving, and I followed. And we ended up here.
Oh. Do you guys feel okay? Do you feel sick anymore? Maverick said, like, she's like I'm about to start crying.
Bro, he's missing her jaw.
I've had better days.
Oh, I'm crying.
But with that, we'll move back over to Virtue. As Diamond has said, that they're working for Azrael.
They're working with Azrael, yes, but there's more than enough reason to turn against him. He's making them take their own people and turning them into these guinea pigs of goopy messes with a false promise of an antidote.
Keep going.
If you start with the hearts, an ace, or spade, you will slowly, you can have them all joined together. You might have some that may oppose the idea because some people are just too comfortable with the manipulation. It's easier to go along than it is to fight. But that's exactly why you need to fight. You need to fight for everyone. For everything. For this world. And I will fight. I'll fight for you. For these for the suits. Even if they hate me after everything I've done.
Diamond's eyes fall as she covers her face back in her mask, and as she does, she says, There is an antidote. I know of it. We can start there. And
You're not going to believe this one.
you're not going to believe this one, as by the entrance of the graveyard, all of you hear a booming voice echo, There is no antidote, Diamond. Turning around, you see Club, fully armored and all, flanked by 3 other, smaller, guards walking into the graveyard. I knew you were shit the first time I laid eyes on you. Seems like Blackjack's already got people to take care of the virtue? The voice said. You know.
Virtue's kind of gonna more defend, put their arm out as if they were gonna shield Diamond. And what do I recognize this voice as?
Roll a history check.
I'm gonna scream.
I'd still be seeking.
15.
It's muffled by the helmet. You do recognize it. You've known this person before. Though it's blanking in your head a little bit, sort of just startled from the moment. As she says again, you do recognize this as a woman's voice. Diamond's working with Azrael. Everyone in the suits are too. Well, other than me and my men trying to stop it. Everyone. Ace, Joker, Krista, even that fucking Spirit Weaver, Creed, is in it too. Scaring these poor changelings into one place so the capital can take them and use them. Why the fuck are you here? You know what? Never mind. You need to get the fuck out of this city.
I am not leaving this city until something is done. You all are just going along with this. When something needs to be stopped, and there is an antidote, I have it.
You see Club sort of recoil back a little bit before reaching to the edge of their helmet and peeling it away from their head. And you see light green orcish skin with long black locks tumbling out from behind the mask.
I know! Oh my god! I told both Ari and Jordan.
I know.
Her eyes
You
are
know
clouded.
the worst part?
No longer carefree or
You're
innocent.
gonna make me cry twice today!
Oh my god.
Or the
I know who it is.
determined Elena that you've met before in the underground.
Someone tells me we hear some very famous words.
Don't you think I'm not trying? I have a job. One that includes you doing your own thing with your own friends and not around me.
Why?
Ain't this
Yeah.
what you did?
Why are you?
Ooh,
Oh.
it's
You
complicated
should
things.
leave me. With a letter?
I ran to the one place I thought you wouldn't follow me.
Estimate how neat you said.
It's not even just me. It's just the fact of like, this is a
You know what? I didn't come here for you.
And yet you're working with Diamond. You're working with Creed too? Trust him so much?
I'm working to try and save this world on a mission I did not choose to be on.
Then why are you here?
Because in a way, this is all part of some sort of fucked up story, and this is part of mine.
Yeah, well, this is part of mine too. Now, get out of the way. Diamond needs to be arrested for their crimes.
No.
No.
You need to get a brain. You just write
No.
this little letter and run off to the place that abused me for years, saying you're on the right side of this world, of this war.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go in and feed into Bonifet's little facade about how much he loves everyone, and and saying you're helping by trying to get Diamond now killed. No, you're a fraud.
And when the
You're
fuck
not
did I ever
helping
say I
anyone.
was working with the Capitol? I knew they were evil from the beginning. The best way to get close to them is to take out the head, whatever the fuck you've said before.
By going and arresting Diamond.
Yeah, she's working with Azrael.
I've just gone through this whole conversation convincing her to... Oh, all right. Hold on. Reverse. You're arresting her for who? On the terms of what? Is it because she's working with Azrael?
No, because she's helping make a big-ass stampede of monsters to rampage the city. Did Creed tell you that?
Which is also done by Azrael. I fail to see your point.
Yeah, you stop this, stops one source.
No. I'm here helping her. I was in the same position that she was many years ago. I'm not going to just say, oh yeah, just jail her. If that's what happened to me, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead.
You see something behind her eyes for a slight moment, something that isn't what you've used to her being. She used to be so caring and so understanding of your situation, but whether it be her doing from the city, from something else, her eyes just tighten and she reaches towards her side and she says, all right, I don't give a shit anymore. Just move out of the way before I have to make you. With that, move back to Maverick. Maverick,
Okay.
you have heard the commotion starting.
Yeah.
And as this commotion is starting in the graveyard, you know, your attention being split in two different places, you feel, not, I don't know why I'm saying feel, you see Nux and Ray's bodies start to shift at the same time. And Nux sort of like grab tighter onto your hand. They become awkwardly stiff and straight as a board. And you see that they're not speaking to you anymore. I guess Nux isn't speaking to you anymore. Ray isn't looking anywhere specific anymore.
Can I channel Divinity Divine Sense?
Go for it. What does it?
So it's. Let me look. Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it.
Celestials, Fae, Fiend, and are undead.
Yeah. It's.
They aren't behind total cover, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. But I can awareness to detect celestials, fiends, and undead for the next 10 minutes within 60 feet of me, and the location of these types of creatures within 60 feet of myself.
Give me a second. You can sense that they are none of the things described to me. You can't sense them. They aren't undead. They aren't fiends. They aren't fae. But what they are is definitely something. As you see Ray heavily choke out of her lack of mouth, and liquid bubbling from behind, like she's choking on her own body. Nux's body contorting, taking shapes that isn't natural to a changeling. As they are holding onto your arm tighter and tighter and tighter, and you hear Nux scream in pure agony. And Ray would as well if it wasn't for her lack of mouth letting her. And their legs become cubes, arms splitting into 20, faces melting away. And within the speed of light, basically, timing, they look towards you at the same time. Voices being heard from both of them, though their mouths are no longer where they should be. And you hear them both say, "Help us. You could have helped all of us, Creed." Their final words are cut off by their own bodies inverting inside out. And what's left behind aren't Nux and Ray. It's 2 corrosions. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, god damn it.